Hi, I'm Dale, here to do a quick video on rostering inside of Dayforce. So once again we're at the home screen. So menu top corner, this time we'll be looking at my schedules. So need to select the week we're looking at. So blank roster. You see there's some pink squares in the screen. Pink squares signify that that team member is unavailable on that particular day. So if we try to add a shift to that day, we'll then get an error message that shows that that shift is outside of availability. We'll also see little symbols in the corner which signify that that team member is available that day, but only for a selected period of time. So this team member between 10 AM and 2 PM. You will also sometimes see the squares are purpled out. This is for leave requests that have been approved. So once again, if we tried to add a shift to that day, we'll get another error message that tells us that that shift conflicts with an approved time off request. So rostering. The blank roster, the easiest way to start is to copy a previous week's roster across. So we'll just go to the copy button up the top. Select the week which we want to copy from and click on copy week. As you can see, roster has now been filled with shifts. So what we need to look at is for any error messages that may be on the screen. So here we have two shifts that are outside of availability. What we can do is then drag these shifts to another employee. So with rostering, we can also filter this by department. So we can filter for just fruit and veg. And we'll look once again for error messages, none there. So adding shifts is quite easy. So we can click on the plus sign. All we need to do is enter the start time. So if we wanted 6 AM, we just need to put in 6. If we want that employee to finish at 2, we'll just type in 14. Close that, and then the shifts are entered. To edit a shift that is already there, click on the pencil. Once again, start time, change. And editing. To delete shifts, just click on the red cross. So you highlight the employee's name, it will actually tell you whether they are full-time, part-time or casual, what departments they are set up to work in, and little picture in the corner will indicate that that is a junior team member. On the right hand side of the screen, we have the total hours rostered for that employee. And down the bottom, total hours for the department we filtered, or whole shop if we're looking at the whole shop, and hours by day rostered. So once you're comfortable with your roster, and the hours used, we will then save that roster and post it. So posting a schedule, we need to approve all. You'll see each department now has a tick next to it, and then we post. You get a little message saying that, asking if you want to post a schedule, as others will be able to view the schedules after posting. So what that means is once you post it, the roster will be sent through to the Dayforce app and each employee's Dayforce account so they can view their rosters online. Key things to look for in rostering is overtime. So anything over 38 hours will constitute overtime pay, which obviously has a higher rate of pay than normal. Ensuring you have a decent percentage of juniors and a limited number of adult casuals, as that will affect the cost per hour and thus reduce the amount of hours you're allowed to use in the store. Now, once roster is done and you're comfortable with the hours, we can then print it. So the printed schedule report, PDF, we'll run the report. Okay, so what will happen, we'll get a little pop-up message when that is ready, saying that it is ready to be printed. You can open that up. And this is how the roster will print. So by department, so fruit and veg, groceries, perishable, flowers, meat, service, and obviously online if you have it in your store. So roster's done. We'll then need to go back into My Plan to check the costing of that roster. I'll go to the week that's already done. So what we're looking for now is that the rostered column is now filled out, and basically looking at your rostered dollars versus your budget dollars. So we need the rostered column to be less than the budget column, which would be your manager's adjust, and also looking that the wage percentage is less than the budget wage percentage. So hours, so as you can see here, the hours are actually over, but this is due to cost per hour being less than the forecasted cost per hour. So obviously the lower the cost per hour is, the more hours you will get to spend in your store for the same amount of money. And that is pretty much it for scheduling.